Now in our next topic we will discuss about the blood transfusion. In today's world, blood transfusion is needed in case of any accidental injury. So blood transfusion has to be provided so that it is not fatal for the patient. Now blood transfusion. Now we can group it into AB, and O. So this is who is receiving the blood, or he is the recipient or the patient who is receiving blood. Any accidental injury might have taken place and he is receiving the blood. Now further is AB, and O. He is the donor or the one who is donating the blood, or his family member or any such individual who is donating the blood to the recipient. Now first we will categorize antigens and antibodies. We have to see what antibodies are present in the recipient and what antigens are present in the donor. So as we discussed in the previous lecture, A has antigen A, B has antigen B. These are the antigens. A has antigen A, B has antigen B, AB has both antigens A and B, and O does not have any antigen. Similarly, A had, in this we have to discuss the antibodies. So A had antibody against B, so it had anti-B. B had antibody against A, so it had anti-A. AB did not have any antibody, and O had antibody against both A and B, anti-A, anti-B. Now, and this antigen can be given to the one that does not have antibody against it. So, A antigen can be given to A since it does not have antibody against A. So it can be given to A. Since it is A antigen and B blood group has anti-A antibody, so it has antibody against A antigen. So we cannot give this to blood group B individual. AB, because it does not have any antibody, it can receive the blood. Now O has both A and B antibody, so it will react against this A antigen, so it cannot receive the blood. Similarly, B antigen cannot be given to A because it has anti-B antibody. B blood group individual can receive blood from him because the donor has B antigen and he has anti-A antibody, does not have anti-B, so he can be given the blood group. AB does not have any antibody, so it can receive the blood. O has both A and B antibodies, so it will react against the B antigen, that B antibody, so we cannot give the blood group to O. Now AB individuals, they have both A and B antigens, so since A blood group has anti-B, B blood group has anti-A, both have antibodies against one, so we cannot give this blood to both A or B. But since AB does not have any antibody, it can receive the blood. Now O has both anti-A and anti-B and it has both antigens, so further it cannot receive the blood from AB. Now O, since it does not have any antigens, it can give blood to all of the individuals. Okay, now you must remember this table of the donor and the recipient, like who can give the blood to whom. So this table has to be remembered by all of you. So this table gives us the blood transfusion from the donor to the recipient. Now we will talk about the RH grouping. Now what is RH grouping? RH grouping, generally as we see, there is A positive blood group, B positive blood group, O positive blood group. So RH grouping categorizes the blood into RH positive and RH negative. RH positive individuals and RH negative individuals. So this categorizes the blood into positive or negative. It is A positive and B positive. Now the points to remember are that 2 points are important. O, as we said, could give blood to any individual. So O is called as the universal donor. And AB, as it can receive blood from any individual, as we said, so it is called as the universal recipient. So thus I conclude the lecture. Thank you.